Top story this half hour, closing in on 1 month of the government being shut down and the effects starting to trickle down now.
More than 40 million Americans are set to lose SNAP benefits this week if lawmakers don't come to an agreement. Erica Ritchie is live in studio. And so, Erica, that includes thousands of Rhode Islanders.
Yeah, Kate, that's right. Good morning. Nearly 150,000 Rhode Islanders received $29 million in federal food assistance, and that's what's at risk of being withheld at the end of this week if the shutdown continues in Washington. The U.S. Department of Agriculture announced that no SNAP benefits would be issued on Saturday if the government shutdown continues. So all eyes looking to food banks now, anticipating they'll be flooded with people looking to supplement SNAP. We spoke with the CEO of the Rhode Island Community Food Bank, who called this a crisis like they've never seen before. Not only do they expect to serve people who usually buy food with federal benefits, but they're also anticipating federal workers who are not getting paid or getting paid their full amount to have to utilize the food pantry as well. There are 26,000 of them in Rhode Island.
And then finally, I would let people know that there is a whole network of food pantries here to help you. We are here to respond. We're here to get you the food that you need, and you can find your local food pantry by searching the food bank's website.
All right, so that's some good news there. Some more good news is Cherney says that if you do have October benefits you're carrying over to November, you can still use those throughout the month. If the food bank does find itself servicing more people, its supply will dwindle quickly, as will its bank account. So if you'd like to help support them in either of those areas, you can head to our website, WPRI.com. We'll tell you how. Live in studio, Erica Ritchie, 12 News.
And here's another way to help locally, the Scouting for Food drive. We showed you the scouts dropping off door tags Saturday. If you got one, please consider leaving out a bag of non-perishable food for the scouts to pick up next Saturday morning. WPRI 12 is a proud sponsor of Scouting for Food. We have good information on what to donate and other ways to help at WPRI.com.
We're now in day 27 of the government shutdown, and as of now, there is no end in sight.
And now we're starting to feel the effects of the stalemate. SNAP benefits set to stop November 1st if a deal is not met this week. But there's a lot more hanging in the balance as well.
Erica Ritchie live in studio right now with an update this morning. Travelers starting to feel the effects of this as well.
Yeah, Patrick, sure are. Air traffic controllers are federal employees and no longer receiving a full paycheck, so many are not showing up to work, and that's grounding and delaying several flights nationwide, and that affects you and me, of course, if we're getting on a plane. Over the weekend, travelers at Phoenix and San Diego airports experienced longer than normal delays because of a shortage of air traffic controllers. Now, flights were back on schedule by the evening, but with air traffic controllers expected to miss their first full paycheck tomorrow, the problems are expected to continue until a deal is made in Washington. The Pentagon has used other funds available to pay military service members during the shutdown, and an anonymous donation of $130 million was made to help pay the troops. But the Treasury Secretary says the money likely won't be there starting mid-November if the government shutdown continues. Republicans offered a bill to pay the troops and federal employees who continue to work during the shutdown, but last week it did not receive enough votes from Democrats to advance.
That legislation gave too much power to an OMB director, Russell Vought, that's already out of control.
We're going to be out of money on November 15th. And, for a military not to get paid is a disgrace.
Now, the biggest headline this morning from the continued shutdown is the loss of food assistance for 40 million Americans or more, including tens of thousands of people right here in Rhode Island. We'll talk about SNAP benefits top of the hour over on Fox Providence. In the meantime, the Senate does return to Washington today, so we'll keep our eye open to see if a vote happens. They have passed up the chance to vote on the funding bill 12 times so far. Live in studio, Erica Ritchie, 12 News.